In dealing with debt, tips on handling student loans. Here to help is Jesse Moore, the Senior Vice President and Head of Student Debt at Fidelity Investments. Wonderful to have you here. When are federal student loan payments resuming?
So federal student loans have been paused since March of 2020, and they're set to resume later this summer. What that means is that we're going to have over 30 million people either starting or resuming payments here in just a few months. And that's going to put a significant strain on personal budgets as well as on loan servicing providers. So I want to make sure that folks are both aware that this is coming, as well as there's some steps that they can take to get prepared in advance.
What are those steps?
So I suggest three things. First, get yourself organized. A lot of things could have changed in the last 3 years. One thing could be your loan servicing provider. And that one's important because that's where you're actually going to be making your payments. If you have questions about how do I make a payment? What's my best payment option? And you want to talk to someone, I would make that call out now. Don't, avoid the rush that's likely to come later this summer as payments actually resume. The second thing I would do is test out your plan. Again, a lot of things have changed, but I think we can all agree that everything today costs more than it did 3 years ago. And with the average student debt payment of over $450 a month, that's like taking on a car payment, and that could take a big bite out of your budget. So what I suggest you do is to whatever your payment amount is, set that aside, put that into like a savings account so that you can get a feel for what that's going to be like to your cash flow and to your budget before you actually have to start making payments later this summer. If you want to model out your situation and get some help, we have tools available online at fidelity.com/student debt help. And the third thing I would do is talk to your employer. I know this sounds a little surprising, but many employers are already starting to lean in and help when it comes to student debt benefits.
How exactly are employers helping with a student debt problem?
So employers have recognized that this is a challenge for their employees, and they're already starting to help, and they're helping in two primary ways. One is they are directly making payments on behalf of their employees' student loans. And this is hitting right to the heart of the issue. It's helping their employees pay down their debt faster. And in fact, at Fidelity, we've been working with employers on this kind of benefit for the last few years, and this is becoming more and more popular. The second way that employers are going to help is by taking advantage of legislation that just passed in December, where they can help their employees save for retirement by crediting their student debt payments towards their retirement match. And this is going to be a game changer. I think it's going to be very popular. In fact, many employers that we're working with right now are planning to offer this when this legislation becomes effective beginning next year.
Excellent information. Thank you very much, Jesse.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.